On Wednesday, Italy's two governing parties raced each other to be the harsher one on migrants. Meloni's Fratelli d'Italia filed a bill to deport every non-EU national sentenced to over a year in prison, by their own count, around 13,900 people, and to strip citizenship from foreign-born Italians who commit serious crimes. The same day, Salvini's League got its own citizen stripping bill fast-tracked through lower house, 148 to 99. Two parties in the same government competing over who can take more rights away from foreigners. Now, you might think that's just the far right being the far right. It actually isn't. Watch what it actually is responding to. There is a third man in this story, Roberto Vannacci, a former general who left the League and built a party called Futuro Nazionale around one word: remigration, the mass deportation of foreigners. In June, his party passed Salvini's League in the polls for the first time, 5.9 to 5.8. 3 weeks later, as the government scrambled to out-tough him, he didn't shrink. He actually grew above 6%, and the League fell farther behind. So this is the machinery. Vannacci names something extremely extreme. The governing parties, afraid of losing voters to him, adopt a harder version of their own policy to answer him. And here's the part that matters. It never works. Because when the government moves toward him, it doesn't absorb him. It certifies him. It tells every voter that Vannacci was right all along, that the real problem is really the foreigners, and the only question is who's the toughest about it. That's an argument Vannacci wins every single time. He never has to govern, and you can watch it happen in real time. When the League fast-tracked its bill, Vannacci's own MPs in parliament voted for it, and then immediately demanded the government to go farther and pass a full remigration decree. They took the concession and they asked for more. That is the whole cycle in a single afternoon. That is what people continue to miss about how the far right actually advances. It doesn't need to win elections to move the country. It only needs the party power to keep answering it. Every time the government adopts a harder line to stop the bleeding, it moves the whole field one step farther right and defines the next, more extreme demand as the new normal. And there's the trap, the one that isn't only Italian. You cannot outflank the flank. The moment a mainstream party fights the far right, on the far right's own ground, it has already lost. It has agreed the ground is worth fighting over. Ask the French, ask the Germans. Every deportation bill written to stop Vannacci is an advertisement for Vannacci.